Story number 1. The old monk asked the little monk, "If one step forward is death, one step back is death, what will you do?" The little monk without hesitation replied, "I will go to the side." Lesson learned: when facing difficulties, change the angle to think. Perhaps you will understand that there is still a road next to it. Story number 2. The husband of a certain family came home from work, saw his wife beating his son, ignored them, went straight to the kitchen, saw a pot of frankincense smoke on the table, and took a bowl to eat. After eating, he saw that his wife was still beating her son, couldn't see anymore, said, "Educating children can't always use violence, you must explain the morals to them." My sister-in-law said, "It took me so long to cook a pot of frankincense, but it pees in a lot, do you think it's crazy?" The husband heard that, immediately said, "Wife, you rest a bit, let me beat him." Lesson learned: outsiders can be calm, insiders, who can be leisurely and calmly. Therefore, do not arbitrarily judge anyone, because you are not in their situation. Story number 3. A carpenter cuts a tree trunk and makes 3 crates. A container of manure, called a manure container, is shunned by everyone. A container of water, called a water container, is used by everyone. A container of wine, called a wine container, everyone enjoys. The container is the same. Because what it contains is different, the destiny is different. Lessons learned: life is like that, have a concept of how to have such a life, have a thought about how to have such a life. Story number 4. A husband bought a fish home and told his wife to cook, then ran to see a movie, and his wife also wanted to go with him. The husband said, "It's a waste of 2 people to go to the movies, you just cook fish, wait for me to finish watching, come back, eat while telling me the details of the movie." Waiting for the husband to return home from watching the movie, seeing no fish, he asked his wife, "Where's the fish?" Wife pulled a chair, sat down, calmly said, "I have eaten all the fish, come on, come over, sit down and I will tell you the taste of fish." Lesson learned: being human should be like that, how you treat me, I will treat you the same way. Story number 5. In the year of the university entrance exam, I only got 6 points, and my mother's friend's son got 20 points. He went to study at a key university, and I could only work as a hired worker. 9 years later, his mother ran to brag to me and my mother that her son was interviewing for the position of director with a monthly salary of several tens of millions. As for me, I was thinking, should I hire him? I don't think I want to. Lesson learned: you may not go to college, but you absolutely cannot help but strive. Story number 6. A worker complained to his friend that, what we do, the person who is praised is the leader, the final result turns into the directors, it's not fair. The friend smiled and said, "Look at your watch, do you look at the hour hand first, then the minute hand, and the second hand moves the most you don't even notice?" Lesson learned: in everyday life, if you feel unfair, you have to try to be the first, complaining is useless. Story number 7. God wanted to change the fate of a beggar, so he turned into an old man and came to bless him. God asked the beggar, "If I give you 10 million, how will you use it?" The beggar replied, "That's good, I can buy a phone." God did not understand, asked, "Why do you want to buy a phone?" "I can use my phone to contact areas in the same city, where there are many people, I can go there begging," replied the beggar. God was very disappointed, and asked, "What if I give you 100 million? The beggar said, "Then I can buy a car. In the future, it will be more convenient for me to go out to beg, no matter how far away I can go." God felt very sad. This time, he said, "What if I give you 100 billion? Hearing this, the beggar's eyes lit up. "Very good, I can buy all the most prosperous areas in this city." God is delighted. At this point, the beggar added a sentence, "At that time, I can drive out all the other beggars in my territory, not letting them steal my food anymore." After hearing this, God quietly left. Lesson learned: in this life, it is not a lack of opportunities, nor an unfair destiny, but a lack of the right way of thinking. A person's mindset determines his or her life. Changing your life starts with changing your mindset. Story number 8. A man stood under the eaves to shelter from the rain and saw Guanyin walking by with an umbrella. Someone said, "Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, please help sentient beings a little, can you give me a ride for a while?" Guanyin said, "I am in the rain, you are under the eaves, but the eaves don't rain, you don't need me to save you." The man immediately ran into the rain, standing in the rain. "I'm also in the rain now, can you give me a ride?" Guanyin said, "You are in the rain, I am also in the rain, I don't get caught in the rain. Because I have an umbrella, you get caught in the rain, because I don't have an umbrella." So it's not that I'm saving myself, it's the umbrella that saves me. You want to be saved, don't look for me, go look for the umbrella. After finishing Guan Yin's words, he left. The next day, the man encountered a difficult problem. So he went to the temple to pray to Quan Am. Entering the temple, I discovered that there was a person who was bowing to Quan Am. That person was exactly like Quan Am. Someone asked, "Are you Guan Yin?" The other replied, "Yes." The other person asked, "Then why does Guan Yin bow to himself?" Guan Yin smiled and said, "Because I also have difficulties, but I know, begging others is not as good as begging yourself." Lesson learned, in the storms of life, you must rely on yourself. Begging others is not the same as begging yourself. Story number 9. The other guy, "Boss, how much does it cost to take a bath here?" Boss, "Men's bath 40,000, women's bath 400,000. That guy, "Are you stealing?" Boss, "Do you want to go to the men's bath or the women's bath?" That guy, determined to give 400,000. Entering the women's bathroom, she glanced at it, all of them were men. Brothers in the bathroom, "Another guy is coming." Lesson learned, business has never been based on low prices, the key is based on customer needs. Story number 10. A father said to his son, "Close your hand, tell me how you feel?" The son clenched his fist, a bit tired. "Father, try to hold on even tighter." Son, more tired. "Father, then let go of my hand." The son breathed a sigh of relief, much more comfortable. "Father, when you feel tired, the tighter you hold it, the more tired it will be, let it go, it will be much more comfortable." Lesson learned, let go of your hand to be relieved.